The Lost Book of King Og, Chapter 7. The Final Words of Og, Words to Moses. Did you think, O corrupt worm of Israel, that I did not stand above the great water in the mountains? You who have never touched the sky or stood tall over anyone. My meditation, my dreams, are your loose-bowed death. Baal of the earth will guide me like he did with Nimrod, the mangled-loin Nephilim worm. Behold, I am Og, the largest man in the land. What can you possibly do to me? Are you prepared to die? I have watched you crawl into the light as a corrupt fecal worm. I have watched your mother Egypt eat your young. I watch now and I ponder, is this why you now war with me, O worm of Israel? You have slain my neighbor in Sihon. Baal will avenge and empower me to sever the corrupt worm with force. Your false god, your weak little men, I, Og, will spit upon your warriors who trail me like ants beneath feces. I, Og, will wipe the spittle from my beard. I, Og, will arise when ready. And with the strength in me but one arm, I, Og, will break all the horn of Israel. Are the tales of my exploits not traveling to your itching ears? O corrupt fecal worm of Israel, of my power, of how I, Og, did battle against the unspeakable scaled monsters in the renowned fields alongside my Nephilim and Rephaim parentage. How we would molded to murder, how we turned our wrath mercy, a foreigner. This is all broken text, where the old world monsters stood. Stupid, fecal, stupid, corrupt fecal worm, your ox-like stupidity tires me to sleep. O bitter, blackened, corrupt worm, did my royal smaller self of Baal of the earth dance and prophesy of your arrival? How we in Bashan not dream nightly of your murder? My soothsayers tell of our victory and our worship and our sacrifices. My priestesses speak of sorcery and perversion, for Baal has spoken of when I, Og, will tear the virgin child skull of the corrupt fecal worm Moses from his soft dung-filled body and hold it over Bashan as a blood sign to Baal of the earth. Your barren women will sing praises to Og. My dreams need no interpretation. How will I, Og, murder, this is broken text, corrupt one, I murder you as a dog torn by a bull at the slaughter. Should I lift an entire mountain of the earth over my head? Is not Baal the god of this fertile earth that I, Og, live in? The kingdom supreme Baal has thousands of answers to pathetic excreta smeared insect god Israel. Wow. Come here that I, Og, might blind you with bracelets and cords empowered by Baal of the earth outside our temple in the high place. How many castaways have you killed since your insect-sized god told you not to kill? You were commanded, you hypocrite. The spirits of the slain complain about you and cry out. Moses, you blood-drunk feaster upon feces, like a cowardly virgin, smaller self-child with gift toys before the sacrifice, you run from the skirts of your mother Egypt to me, that we may do battle. I, Og, will grind your bones to their marrow. I, Og, will pluck out your eyes from your face and toss them to the blood pit. I will eat both of your arms to the stump, and great fear shall seize you, and you shall fall upon your face, broken and contrite before Og. My smaller self priestesses, my smaller self sorceresses of Baal of the earth shall dance and witness the slaughter of the corrupt worm of Israel. And they will disrobe of their paint and their subtle flesh with Moses' blood and entrails before Baal of the earth. When we celebrate on high, and Agaius will carry the severed stupid virgin child skull on high over the roads, there will be screams of praise to Og, to Baal of the sun. There will be roast and flesh served, to Baal of the earth, to Baal of the stars and celestial bodies, even to Mot. To Og there's cheers, as Moses' virgin head is held high through the roads of Bashan. Because you want it so, I will anoint my head and beard with oil before I go to make more war with you. Insect-worshipping, whatever virgin child, you will be defeated. Corrupt smaller self Moses, my spies have told I, Og, of your smaller self army, and their worship for any god but yours, and your murderous solutions, of your time in Egypt, of your commandments of laws, of your violence and madness, all in the name of your insect-sized god. Is not your hypocrisy shining as a beacon before you? You who should not kill because of your God's commandment are the most murderous of all. Corrupt smaller self Moses, my spies told me of the bronze snake that you took to look upon when poisoned. You would kill your own for not worshiping your senseless, corrupt God who kills yet commands that you should not. Murderous smaller self Israel, now at the foot of my kingdom. I will gird my complete loins to destroy you and all your flesh wherein is the breath of my life from under the stars, and everything that is yours that has life shall die. As the last of the Rephaim leader in the 100,000 giant war, and the survivor of the great waters, I will kill you with the sword, and your wives shall be widows, and your children shall be fatherless. You will be slaughtered and burned for Baal of the earth. Baal of the sun will bring down the flames. After killing the king Arad, then the king of Sion, and your beard was drenched in their wives' and children's blood. You would gird your loins against the last of the Rephaim? Gird them well. It is time to stand against a true priest of Baal. Upon your firstborn I will feed. I will kill your root, and you slay your remnants. My hands are ready for warfare. In my late age, the stray dogs of Bashan will feast on the flesh of Israel, and of Moses on the roads and in the paths. Baal of the earth wills it so. My spies say that when you killed the king of Sion, you killed the women and children, keeping the spoils. Your corrupt God has driven you mad. Murder, slaughter, destruction at the hands of Israel. Of war madness, drunk with the blood and spoils, and enemies learn life is still lost even when the battle is won. I will release the floating wild beast Antiqua to you, O corrupt fecal worm of Israel. Learn to suffer its ways of connection from before your time. Before your flood, before your Nimrod, we were there. From the time of monsters, from the time of the bright ones, my brethren in the fields of their livestock and greater beasts of old, creeping, cloven, hoofed monsters that ruled in the broken text, the giants, those men of old with powerful dark ones, connected in heart and mind and unstoppable before the gods. One mind and of one heart they ruled. These men of old and their beasts driven before them, beasts that controlled the men as the men controlled the beasts. O stupid, corrupt Moses, learn to fear the heart of an animal and the mind of a giant. It is time for you to share your being with something greater. I want no victory spoils, just your head. Train for strange weapons. Make war, little man. Make war, corrupt little worm. For Baal of the earth I'll spread the blood of the virgin body. I, Og, have been training each arm as one trains their oxen. My old world back and legs are ready. My life is too. I will tear your backbone from your backside. For Baal of the earth, I, Og, will pull the smaller self-child skull of Moses from your body. I, Og, the last of the Rephaim, how long Moses has to live, I have not summoned such anger since the 100,000 giant war. God, I feel like I need to see a priest now after reading that to you guys. That's the end of the book. That's a crazy book, right? He mentions a lot going on. Man, that's a whole nother video. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the Lost Book of King Og, the only written words of the Rephaim. I'm Wild Dog, and you take care of yourself. Love you all. See you later. Bye.